There's one more bit of Outlook integration I'd like to explore with you in this chapter, and that is the ability to create tasks here in OneNote that are synchronized to Outlook. The beauty of that, of course, is that not only are you creating a to-do list here in OneNote, but you've got the added functionality of Outlook for things like reminders and follow-ups and tracking progress and so on. So in this lesson, we're going to cover two scenarios. One, you've already got the text, and two, you're ready to create the task from scratch. And that's what we're going to do first right now. I'm still in my conference notebook from previous lessons. If you've been following along, perfect. Just click on the to-do list section. If you've jumped to this lesson and you've got the exercise files and you want to follow along, open up Conference 4 from the Lesson 3 folder of those exercise files. And if you don't have the exercise files, don't worry about it. Any page will do. You can practice along with me so long as you've got Outlook installed as well. And here I am with a blank page under To-Do List. I'm ready to create my first task. And you can see my cursor's flashing. I've just clicked down here on the page. I could start typing and then turn it into an Outlook task, or I can start right now with Outlook. So by doing this, clicking the task button up here on the standard toolbar, I will create a synced Outlook task from this note. So I'm going to click this button. And right away you can see that I've got this dialog box with a link down below to OneNote. It's linked to the task that I'm creating. The subject here says click the OneNote link in the task body for details. So I would have to go down here to get the details if I'm in Outlook. But I can do things like choose a start date. I'm going to choose the 19th. And a due date, I'm going to set up the 26th. Status, I'm going to say it's in progress. I'm starting this today. Priority, I'll leave it normal. Percent complete, currently set at 0. And you can see there are no real details. So if I click Save and Close, I've got an empty task. But my cursor's flashing here next to the red flag. And maybe my task is actually to complete the first draft of the conference schedule. So I'm going to do that. Complete first draft of conference schedule. There we go. So now that I've got this task in there, I can actually go back to it. And I can do that by going up to the drop down. I'm not going to create a new task, but click the drop down. And here you can see that I can create tasks or change tasks that are currently selected with their start dates. I could make it tomorrow, this week, next week, no date at all, or choose a custom date. I can mark this as complete when it's done right from here. I don't have to open up Outlook. I can delete the task. And here it is down at the bottom, open the task in Outlook. So if I do that by clicking this, watch what happens. Outlook opens up. You can see all of the information here, the start and end dates, everything I just entered. The details are in the link, so I would have to double click this link here to see the details. I do see a warning. Is it coming from a trustworthy source? Well, I should be able to trust myself, so I click open, and it takes me right to that actual task here in OneNote. So if you're in Outlook looking at your task, you're taken directly to OneNote. If you're in OneNote, you've already got the details right there. Okay, let's click down below now, and let's just add something else. I'm going to type in call Karen Corey break off session room options. Okay, so that's something I have to do. I'm going to hit enter and add another item that I need to do. They can both be in the same note here. In this case, it's going to be something totally different from calling somebody. I'm going to type in find replacement for John H. for workshop number 3. There we go. All right, so in this case, the call, I'm not going to actually have a start and an end date, but I'm going to click right here next to the C in call Karen Corey. And now I'm going to go up to my task drop down, and I'm going to say this is something that I want to do this week. So I'm going to click on this week, and suddenly it becomes a task. Now, is it in Outlook? You better believe it. If I come down here and make sure that my cursor's flashing anywhere in the task itself, I can go back to the drop down and choose Open Task in Outlook. Now, Outlook is launched. I can see it down here. There's a second window that's opened up, and that's my Call Karen Corey break-off session. Instantaneous. Popped right in there, and I can make changes in Outlook if I wanted to. But the nice thing is I can close this up and just make changes here if I need to as well. Another neat thing you can do is right-click. When you right click, you've got some other options, and some of them have to do with Outlook. Look down at the bottom. I can delete this Outlook task if I wanted to, and see some information, last modified and by who. Kind of cool stuff. When I'm done with this task, I could delete it right from here. I'm not ready to do that quite yet. Okay, let's go down here where it says Find Replacement for John H. Now in that case, I can click anywhere in the task, go up to my drop down. If I wanted to choose a specific day or week like this, I could choose no date at all. It becomes a task without a date. Or if I want to be able to go right into Outlook and have access to all of those options, I can choose Custom. There we go. Now, not only did it create a task, but it took me right into Outlook where I can start doing things like choosing start dates and end dates. I'm going to start that one on Monday, let's say, and give myself to the end of the week to do it. So 22nd to the 26th. And currently haven't started that. I'm going to wait till Monday. Priority, this is actually fairly high. I can change that. And over here, I've got this little speaker icon. If I want sound reminder, I'm going to turn the reminder on here and choose when I want the reminder. I'm going to go to Thursday the 25th, first thing in the morning. I could choose the sound. You can see I'm the owner of it. Lots of options in Outlook because I chose Custom from OneNote. So I'm going to choose Save and Close. Takes me back to OneNote, and there's my task with the little flag next to it. I'm going to click outside to see the end result. So I've got these tasks building up in here, and they are synchronized with Outlook. And I didn't have to launch two applications and copy information from one to the other. I really like this integration and how much time you can save and how easy it is now, thanks to Outlook, to monitor your tasks and stay on top of your to-do list.